Welcome in, everybody. Psychic medium Julie, returning from my much needed break with my family. Just wanted to come on here and I think I have space for 3 or 4 readings today. But in the meantime, please tap the screen. Tell me where you're from. Feel free to say hello. I'm starting to post more stories so you guys can get an idea of like how my gift works and how many people it's helped. I really love doing these readings for people, especially when they give me the feedback that it's helping them with their the loss of their loved one, and knowing that this isn't the end, that they are still alive in spirit, and that you will. Oklahoma, nice. I'm actually originally from Nebraska. And I had some relatives who lived in Oklahoma for a long time. There's like a water tower or something like that. I think it's because my brother-in-law was in the service. Hey, Linda, how are you? So fun to be in your live yesterday. I meant to ask you, but I was texting a client while I was trying to talk to you. Do you sell something on your lives? I was trying to look, but I couldn't tell, and I had to get going to walk the dogs and stuff like that. I was on my walk today and I kept hearing, just take some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. So I don't know if someone has, hey Dee, I see you, sunshine. I don't know if someone has The Middle by Jimmy Eat World as like one of their signs, but I literally heard that. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Next time I'll probably wait around a little bit longer. How often do you go live, by the way? I'm not even ready to do readings yet, but I smell cigarette smoke, so you know I have a loved one on the other side already coming. Because I'll start to see, hear, and feel things that they want me to tell you guys. I don't like the smoke thing, though. P.U. You're on every day. Cool. Any certain time? So if you're coming in, welcome. I'm just waiting for a moderator or two. Usually Kim joins, and she's really good at all of this stuff. She's been moderating for a long time. I'm on later, after 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time, right? Yeah, I think I had just got done doing readings and I was scheduling people. And I love how I can like text and watch things at the same time. Perfect. I'll make sure I tune in. One of the things that I was going to share with you guys while I'm waiting to see if anybody wants a reading today, I do have 4 spaces available. Oh, no worries, Kim. No worries. I'm just chatting. And it's 3:33 Pacific Coast time, everybody. So make a wish. Your Venmo is locked. Oh, no. Hi, Brett. Yeah, Lindsay, you can do PayPal. If you go out right here and double click. Oh, my gosh. This is so cool. So it was 333, and then we had 555 likes. And I'm really big on angel numbers. So, Lindsay, do you see this up here where it says Julie Talks to Angels? Double click that, and then the form will come through, and it will show you my Venmo, and it will also connect you straight through PayPal. I do have PayPal. If you, same thing I was telling her, see this little guy right here? You can double click on that. Do you guys see it? Up here in the corner? Here, let me move this. Do you see this thing right here? You double click on that and the menu will come down and it will say Julie, and then you just click on my profile and it will take you to my link tree. But I would love to do a reading for you guys. So I was just doing a reading the other day for this lady, and if you follow me, thank you so much for doing that. My job is to help you guys understand that with the loss of a loved one, that their bodies have dissipated, but their spirits are very much still alive, and that's my job. And my job is to also empower you, to let you know that you can look for signs and to communicate with them, okay? So, and sometimes I come on here and I do readings for free, so you want to make sure you follow me, because I'll just get antsy like any empath does, and all of a sudden I'll want to come on here and do some free readings. So If you're following me, please do that. But in saying that, the other day I gave a reading to a lady on here and brought her on. She didn't want to show her face, so that was fine. She was just in the little corner with her voice. And I kept seeing like she wanted to hear from, I think it was her son. There was a younger man who had crossed over, and so he came through. But I was like, and now I'm tasting like peppermint. So that always makes me feel, no, I don't have Cash App. I do have PayPal. So that's why I was telling people. You can double click on that and go to PayPal. So as I was giving the reading to this lady, I said, I just keep tasting peppermint. Now to me, I've been doing this for 2 decades now, and so there's certain signs that are consistent. Oh, perfect, Lindsay. So you're first. I'm just waiting for a couple more things here. Thank you, Lindsay. And I started to taste peppermint, and I said, that usually takes me to Christmas. And she's like, no. And I was like, I can't imagine like someone made their own peppermint candy. But as you tell me no to the peppermint, I feel like I'm tasting someone just make their own peppermint candy. And she's like, well, my husband made peppermint schnapps, and he's crossed over and he made that all the time. So it's so funny. So no worries. So Lindsay, perfect. I'm so happy to do your reading. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Welcome, welcome, all light workers. So I always tell people, even if you don't get a reading, if you just sit back and relax, sometimes there will be, more than sometimes, there will be postcards of information that come to you guys through the information coming. So once I start a reading, I haven't done that yet, but I'm waiting for Kim to say hello on here, as she's one of my moderators. What's going to happen is, even if you say, oh my gosh, that information pertains to me, we put this up here, welcoming everybody and letting you know what we're doing today, and just letting you know that you will be muted. There's Kim. She's our moderator. She does this for free. She's just lovely and helps us keep space in here. So once I start Lindsay's reading, even if you say, my mom's crossed too, or my mom had that name, you might find that you get muted. Please don't take it personally. You will only be muted for a short time, and it's so that I can concentrate on the reading that I'm doing at hand, if that makes any sense. So thank you guys for being here. And Lindsay, thank you. You're up first. And like I said, I have 3 more openings. So Lindsay, the way I like to do these readings, group readings, is different than when I do them personally, okay? Because I'll have a lot of voices and names yelling at me because of so many people out there. So the way I like to do it is to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know their relationship to you. So it would be someone crossed over, and like mom, dad, grandma, etc. And this is for Lindsay. I love the Lindsay Ray, your grandmother. Can I ask you, did you just get engaged, or do you have your grandmother's ring? As I pull her forward, I immediately start to see a ring, and that's either like you have her ring or her ring's coming to you, or since she's passed, you've been engaged. Does that make sense too when I say that, when I see the ring? And I'm so glad you're on here. Are you kind of more of a private person? Your grandmother's making me feel. She says you're very compassionate for others, but when it comes to asking for things you need for yourself, you're kind of private. And are you an artist or something? I know I'm asking a lot of questions at one time. I'll slow down. Can't place the ring. That's okay. Just put it to the side. Someone's showing me like ring. So it's either like you're getting engaged. They know that. You got married or engaged after she crossed over. But 95% of what I'm reading you should make sense. The other 5% put to the side. It will come together. It's her ring. Does your mom not have her ring? And then your mom's going to give that ring to you. She literally makes me feel like it's going to be passed down and you're supposed to get that. And I keep going like this. So I don't know if you're an artist, if you do tattoos, if you do makeup, but I keep seeing a tiny pen, and it looks like this. So I can't tell the difference when they're showing it to me. So are you rather artistic, or do you do like, are you a makeup artist? Are you an artist? Do you doodle? Like, this means something. She keeps going like this. And also something, okay, it's my other grandmother. Yes, her ring was meant to come to me through my mom. It was taken and sold. Okay, that's why she's coming through. Thank you for being open. So sometimes we want a certain grandmother, and then the other grandmother, we're like, no, not you, my favorite grandmother. And I don't know if there's a Becky or Betsy. Beth, it can be Elizabeth, but there's like a B-E name coming through as well. You wish you were an artist. No, that's okay. It's something like, do you mess around with makeup even? Because I feel like I see this and I feel like I'm doing people's eyes. I don't know if you draw eyes, if you mess around with it, if you doodle, or if you do makeup. I just keep seeing that over and over again. You love it. So if you're watching tutorials and you always mess around with it, and you're like, I want to see if I can imitate that look. Do you know what I mean? I just keep seeing that over and over again. Your grandmother's making me feel like, oh, I understand. Hold on. That was a load of information. I don't know if you, I don't like the word loner, but I don't know if you're kind of more private, or if you like to, say it again, if you like to be by yourself until you observe. You're cautious. That's it. Thank you. Are you kind of cautious with your energy? Very isolated. Yeah, that's how she made me feel. I don't like the word loner, because isolated to me is like you're very cautious of the people that you're spending time with. And it makes me feel like she's making me also feel like you're very old. You're an old soul. Very cautious. Yeah. And you're a very old soul. She tells me that. Tell me the other thing. And there still is the B name coming through, like Betty, Betsy, Beth. And Beth to me can also be Elizabeth. So it can be first or middle name, but I have that name coming through. Show me that one more time. And I can't tell if she's saying Julie. So I don't know if you have a Julie in your family or if there's a July. I'll hear them the same. So she's bringing me to a month of July. Then it would be someone's day of passing. Or someone's birthday. It can also be the anniversary of like a wedding, but it's usually someone's birthday or anniversary of passing, because she's pulling me to July, or she's talking about somebody named Julie. I can't hear the difference when they say that. July was my other grandmother's birthday. Okay, let's try to get this grandma coming in. Okay, let me explain how this works. I got you, Linda. You're all set for Britt. Thank you. The way it works is no, that's okay. If it was her birthday, see, they'll show me either birthday or, oh, perfect, Linda, thank you. They'll show me birthday or day of passing. So if that's the other grandmother's birthday, then that's the way it's coming in. So you want to hear from your grandmother explaining this, like she's Glinda the good witch and the other one's like the bad witch, okay? So you want to hear from the good grandma is how she keeps putting it. But she's saying the other grandmother, when she crossed over, she looked at her life and she had not spoken up for the wrongdoings or the toxicity that was created in the family. So as that grandmother, who you don't want to hear from because she didn't do her job here, so why should you spend your reading talking to her? And I get it. She's looking at her life and does a life review, and there was pain that she left behind and pain that she caused by her actions of speaking up or hiding things. Does that make any sense to you? Because she's like, oh boy, do we have a lot of skeletons in the closet. So that means like toxic behavior, whether it's people being selfish or drinking. Wow, spot on. How are things with her? I forgive it all. Yeah. You're the one in the family. If you were known as the black sheep of the family, or people are like, why are you so emotional? Why do you always have to bring that up? We don't need to talk about it. And you're like, no, we do need to talk about it. We do need to talk about this. And so that's why I feel you're kind of like, let's empower you with that. Can we do that, sweetheart? Let's not call you isolated. Let's call you cautious. Because if you meet the right people, I feel like you would be like blah 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 blah, like you would be open. Do you know what I mean? So you're cautious and you're very much aware of your selective. Thank you. Over who gets. She's like, okay, I like that. Of who gets to spend time with you, because unfortunately, within your family, you couldn't trust that. Do you understand? Whew. So I don't know if you ever saw the movie Wicked, but your other grandmother keeps talking about, or the play Wicked, but you look up Defying Gravity from the play Wicked, and that's what you're doing. Where she's like, nobody in all of Oz, no people that there is or was, is ever going to bring me down. I get teary-eyed. Yes, I get excited when you're around the right people, so you understand 100%. Sweetheart, you're 100% an empath light worker. And sometimes they're born into families to help them heal, and then they don't. And you just got to create your soul family. So I just feel like you're going to have this. And I don't know if you're young or if you just look like a baby face, but your grandmother's talking about how young you are. The grandmother who you want to hear from, did you actually live with her for a while? And did she have memory loss upon, did she have like dementia or Alzheimer's? Like she's, one of them could barely see. I don't know if she had cataracts. It's like the more she comes through, I'm like this. I'm almost like, is that you, honey? Is that you, Lindsay? Like I can't see. Is that making any sense to you? Do you still like to have little kids stuff in your room? Do you still like squishmallows and stuff? Do you know what I mean? Keep that, because I feel like you had to grow up so fast. Keep the like child within you. Her vision wasn't too bad. Okay, that's okay. I have somebody who's like, no, that's okay. This is what happens. We have people that we want to hear from, and yeah, you have a squishmallow right next to me. I know, that's what they're like. She's got like a squishmallow. How would I know that? Do you know? You could be in your car at work. Do you understand? Like she knows. Yeah, there's one, when I say, it feels like a lady to me, but it can also be her husband. We've got everybody coming through now. But this is somebody who like, they couldn't see, they either had cataracts or they were like bifocal lenses, and it's like this. I feel like I can't see. The grandma that you wanted to hear from, did you spend time at her house? Like, did you spend more time with her than the other one? Does this make any sense? And is there an April connection, like someone's birthday or day of passing in April? If not, yes, okay, she's showing me an A. There's something about her, oh, sorry, I can't see what that says. Not more tight. I'm an April birthday. Okay, see how 5% of this, you're like, I don't understand what she's saying. Keep the 95% of that she understands. You have a squishmallow with you. You're cautious because of how you were brought up not to trust your own family. So that's made you like hyper aware. And then you have an April birthday, and then the other one was in July. Yeah, I lived with the other grandmother, but visited the nicer one. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. You are so young to have gone through such a battle already. Do you know what I'm saying? So a mantra that I use when a lot of nonsensical things happen to me is something good will come out of this. So let that be your mantra, like something good will come out of this. You don't have to believe it. You don't even have to know what it is, but they're helping you have confidence. Do you know what I mean? They're helping you with the confidence. And neither grandmother is named Betty, Betsy, Becky, Rebecca. Like there's no B's. If not, then I have a man coming through that I'm not understanding. That name is still coming through. It can be a last name if there's like Beeman or something like that. But there's definitely a B-E name trying to come through to me. And I just may not have that in my vocabulary if it's like Baxter or something. If it's a name I don't have in my vocabulary. Oh, P names. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. And it can be a middle name too, like Elizabeth, if someone's Patricia Elizabeth. Yeah, and it can be maiden name. Sorry, Forrest, thank you for telling me that. You might get muted so we can keep the chat clear, but thank you. What I do is I don't dwell too much on if we can't figure it out. I just give it to them and I keep going with the flow of what works. What I can tell you right now, oh my God, they're both named Patricia. Somebody has to be Patricia Elizabeth, okay? This is so funny. So one of them is, I can tell you, one of them has to be like Patricia Elizabeth or Patricia Beth. Just laughing because you said that. Yeah, it's so crazy, right? So Patricia, so we have that. Say the thing that you were going to say one more time. Okay, so the good grandma, we'll just call her, I'm just calling her the good grandma so I can decipher because they're both like around you. Let me see what the one of the things she's saying. Yes. So she's sneaking in to tell you that she's trying to help you have a cup of confidence because, okay, that's perfect. Louise and Annie are their names. That's okay. We will find that BE name, either if not during your reading, after. You'll be like, oh my God, that was her husband's name. Do you know what I mean? And they often talk about pets too, but that's okay. Just put it to the side. It's their job to explain things that they're showing me that it might not come up here. And I have people reach out to me after like, oh my God, that's my great grandmother. Do you know what I mean? So we're like, well, we didn't know they were going to come through because we didn't know them. It doesn't matter if we knew them or not, they would come through as showing support, if that makes any sense. Okay, so let me go back to the thing that she was trying to say. She's trying to help you have more confidence because when you're in a family like this, they can pick on you a lot and it makes you second guess a lot of things. So I have a feeling they're telling me that you're going through a period of education where you're reprogramming your mind. You're like, I'm not like that. I wasn't a burden. I wasn't making things up. I'm the truth seeker. I'm the peace warrior in a family where it was toxic. So empowering message, like what we said at the beginning, you're not isolated. You're just very cautious to who comes in your environment. You're very selective because you know your worth, and that's not a bad thing. Do you understand? And who says everybody has to have 25 people around them? Can we just talk about that for a moment? I get so tired when people are like, there's something wrong with them. They stay home a lot. You don't say that to an extrovert. You don't say, there's something wrong with them. They go out all the time. They have 50 friends. It's like, just let people be who they need to be. Do you know what I mean? Not everybody's the same. That's why we have different restaurants, because people don't have the same needs and we don't eat the same food. Anyway, it's my pet peeve because there are empaths that just don't like to be around a lot of people and they get oversensitized. Like they can't go, when they were kids, they couldn't go to Chuck E. Cheese and places like that. And they surely don't want to go to Vegas with all the loud noises and the people around. So, yeah, I just have this thing about it. We need you here. We need you being sensitive. Just keep being who you are. Your sensitivity is your superpower, your grandmother says. So she's trying to help you with that too. Do you not have an aunt? Say that one more time. Is there an aunt named Rebecca Jo? Okay. And as I pull back really quick, I'm just trying to see. I'm also getting like a horse's connection, but I know that I'm starting to, that's okay. Just write it down. I promise you it's going to come up. Unless someone else that I'm getting ready to do a reading for, their family's chiming in. That has happened on occasion. Okay. So I am pulling back because I'm starting to see, is it Britt? I'm starting to see information with Britt. So I'm just pulling back to transition to another reading, but I hope this reading brought you some comfort. I know you wanted to hear from the grandmother that you spent time with the most. Just know she's resting over there. She's fine. She knows her life wasn't perfect, but she sure did do, okay, Bree, she sure did do the job she needed to do while she was here. So she's resting. The other grandmother, was like a shit disturber. Do you know what I mean? Did not heal the things she needed to heal. So it's her karma to be around you and help heal what she couldn't do here on this planet. She was just too caught up in the drama and the mess and the toxicity and not brave enough to break the chains. But you sure are brave, she says. She wishes she could have been as brave as you. It makes me just cry. You're more brave. Do you know that thing from the movie The Help? It says, courage skips a generation. Thank you for bringing it back to our family. And I hear that from her to you. She's one tough cookie though, not gonna lie. So hug yourself today, look in the mirror, tell yourself you love yourself, pat yourself on the back for all the accomplishment, everything that you've accomplished. And when you have that negative voice trying to put you down, just say, no, not today. That was my relative's voice. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to be patient with myself, okay? Thank you, Lindsay. And these are recorded, but I always say keep. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm just finishing up a reading. What was I going to say? Okay, so they should record, but it's not guaranteed. So I always say screen record your reading or take notes after. If you go to peace-serenity.com or here, it will take you to my YouTube channel. And within 48 hours, I'll post this reading on there so that you have that information as well. Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read you today. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you. And Rebecca, thank you for saying that. I was not feeling like I have beautiful skin today because I have a little friend. I have a little wart that was being burned off today. But thank you guys. And I'll take a break to say hi. And then Bree, I'll start your reading in just 1 minute as I clear my energy, okay? If you guys are just coming in, thank you so much for being here. My name's Julie. I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing readings for 2 decades. I absolutely love what I do because it helps others to understand and bring them some comfort to know that their loved one, though they may have passed away, that they are alive in spirit. And so when I do a reading, I'm channeling their love for you and your love for them. But once I'm removed out of the equation, that energy is still around you. So they'll send you signs of their birthday. You'll start to smell like cigarette smoke when there's no one around, that kind of a thing. And if you are looking for, and I know this is going to be backwards, a good book to read, and you want to know more after your reading, or you're just observing and you don't really want a reading, you want to see how this works, I do have this book on Amazon and it's available on Kindle too. I was very much guided to write this to show people in a very quick read how to know that your loved ones are always around you, okay? Whew, so thank you. And please, if you're not following my moderator, Kim, please do so. And Linda, she's another moderator. They volunteer their time and they are women growing their businesses too. So I just want to support them. Okay, Bree, I'm all set for your reading, sweetie. Thank you so much. So Bree, the way I like to do these readings is to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name. I just need to know who they are to you. And I don't know if you just had a baby or something like that, but I smell a newborn baby. You know how you take a baby out of a tub and you watch them and you put a blanket around? Did you just have a baby? Do you have a infant? I smell. You just had a baby. Congratulations. Okay, that's Grandpa coming through. I'm like, I smell a newborn. Yeah, he's 6 months old. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I don't know if there is a talk like if he's Grandpa's namesake, or if there's already similar things about the baby and Grandpa, but it's so funny. I feel that. And do you actually have, can I ask you something? Was your grandfather just down to business? Because I'm trying to tell you one thing and he's all, and tell her the thing. I was like, I haven't said the first thing yet. Grandpa, hold your horses. Hold your horses, mister. And I know if he had horses, but I feel like I need to say, hold your horses. Hold on 1 second. Are you very, say the thing that you're going to say. Are you very like, is it like nostalgic when people like to have things from their from their family members. It's like, this was my baby blanket, and now my son's using this. And I also see it's almost like an altar of all your family members' pictures. So I don't know if you have that or it's at your mom's house. Oh my gosh, his middle name is Lane, which is my grandfather's middle name, because he just said there's something similar. And I was like actions or something? Yes. Yes, I see that. I see that. Do you already read to your baby? Like your grandfather's like, that young man's going to be the smartest one, because she already reads to him. Like even before they were able to know what a book was. I feel like you're reading to him. Does that make sense to you? Oh my gosh, yes. Because I keep seeing that. Oh my gosh, I loved Pat the Bunny book. I don't know if you have that for him, but I smell that too, because it has the powder. Like it's Pat the Bunny, and it's like sensory, and then you can smell it. Or if this is a book that you had when you were little, I'm literally smelling. You have goosebumps. I can smell the flowers from that book. I just keep seeing that. Oh my gosh. Were you going to start at like a mommy and me Facebook group, or why do I see mommy and me? I mean, I realize you have a baby, but it makes me feel like, were you going to start a group like that? You've never read that book before. Okay. Just know I'm smelling it. So if there's another book that has, unless you just put baby powder on your baby, I can smell it. And there's, in Pat the Bunny, there's this sensory book, and you change it to like the one with the flowers, and you can actually smell it. Do you know what I mean? Like you can pat the bunny on the book, hence the bunny book. And then there's another one where you scratch it and then you smell the gingerbread that they're cooking. It's really cute. Hold on one second. Say the other thing. Okay, hold on one second. I'm trying to. Did someone smoke? I don't know if they actually passed away from lung cancer, but I'm tasting cigarettes in my mouth, and that's usually they're trying to show me that someone smoked. It can also mean chew, like dip, like nicotine, but that is coming up, so I need to pay attention to that. Did someone actually build their house? My mom and dad. Oh, my mom's dad, he died of lung cancer and cigarettes. Yep, he's coming through too. Probably not the person that you thought you were going to hear from. So we got mom's dad and we have grandpa, two separate people. Hold on one second. I'm hearing the song, I think it's by Miranda Lambert, The House That Built Me, that Blake Shelton wrote for her. Did someone actually build the house and then live in it, or someone into construction or something? I keep hearing it. The House That Built Me by Miranda Lambert. Do you know that song? It's about their family home that they built board by board, nail by nail. No, but you love that song. Okay. Just know I just keep hearing it. So but there's a reason why it's more than if you love that song. It would be like you want to build your house one day. That's like your dream, is to like, yeah, because now I'm seeing Chip and Joanna Gaines show. So it's just like your ideal, you're a big dreamer. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, yes. Keep dreaming. Do you know what I mean? Don't ever let anybody tell you that something's not possible. If you have it in your heart, you're a better manifester than you know. And dream big. Okay? Keep dreaming big. Having a lot of money is not taking it away from anybody else. Don't ever let people tell you that it's selfish to want for more, because there's people out in the world that need it. You're the kind of person that you'll never be selfish. You don't have a selfish bone in your body, and you will always give back. So just know I keep seeing that. Why am I seeing corn? Did someone live in Nebraska or Iowa and have a cornfield or something? Are you eating corn? I literally can see like a cornfield. It's interesting to me what they bring up, but I have to pay attention to everything, even if it doesn't make sense to me. And is there a Max or a Matthew? It's like M-A. I think it's a male. I'd be open that. Oh, Grandpa lived in Kansas. Okay, thank you. Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, Kansas. Okay, thank you. Usually when it's Kansas, they show me, say it again. Yeah, they usually show me Toto and yeah, and all of that. Somewhere over the rainbow. When they show me corn, it's usually, it's like the movie Field of Dreams when Kevin Costner mows down the cornfield and makes a baseball field. It's like that. So I'll wait until we chat a little bit more to see where it's coming from. But if it's corn and it's Kansas, I'm okay with that too. Did your hold on one second. Now he's singing just a small town girl, but he's singing small town boy living in a lonely world. Did he live in a small town? And now he's talking about the feed store. Did he actually have a farm? I haven't actually heard someone say the feed store. And just keep in mind. Oh, okay, thank you. Say it again. Say the thing that you were just saying. And this can be on your side or your husband's side. Do you know what I mean? It feels like there's a husband around you, but did he take his time to propose, or are you guys just living together first? Did someone take a long time to propose, or are you not married yet? I don't know why I keep seeing that. And who's say it again, a daycare teacher? Is someone a teacher in your family as well? Hold on one second. We eloped but haven't had a wedding. That's why I'm feeling flippy floppy on it. That's why. Thank you. Because I was like, it feels like she's married. And you were going to go to school to be a teacher. I love this. See how they know. So let me reiterate this for you, okay? I'm a channel and I'm a medium. So this is like a talent that I have. Well, it's a gift that I had that I worked on. So now it's something that I'm sharing with you. And I love absolutely all of this. But my job is also to give you the validation that though they're passed away, they are alive in spirit. So this is their love for you and your love for them that I'm channeling. Once I remove myself from this equation, they're still around you. And you can literally say, I need you to send me a sign. So the song by Marissa Lambert that came on, The House That Built Me, if that all of a sudden comes on, do you know what I mean? And for some reason, your grandfather is showing me this. Hold on one second. Did someone, was someone's birthday or day of passing in December? Because I'm being drawn to the 12th. So it's either the 12th month or their birthday and or day of passing is on the 12th. And it can be on your side or, yeah. Sorry, Rosemary, I can't add you as my friend because I'm doing this right now, but I can take a break in a little bit. But that is me, I saw. That's okay. If they talked about you are married, but not, and you're like, oh, we eloped but didn't have the wedding, that's his way of saying, and then knew that you were going to go to school to be a teacher, showing that too, then just go ahead and put the other parts to the side, okay? Unless someone passed away when you were 12, but it doesn't feel like that. So you want to get married in December. Okay, because I was like, they keep drawing me to that month for some reason. Yes, now you understand. Okay, perfect. Yeah, now it's making sense. You should do, oh, your grandmother did pass when you were 12. So it's a double message. You wanted to get married in there, and he passed away when you were 12. See? Thank you for hanging in there with me, because it's like, he's like, 12. I'm like, I am trying to tell her. He's not the shyest guy. Do you know what I mean? And he's a lovely man. He's lovely. But the way I want to describe him is he gets down to business. Do you know what I mean? So as I'm trying to tell you one thing, he's all, oh, and tell her the other thing. And I'm like, Grandpa, I haven't even told her the first thing yet. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, a little bit of patience with you, but I love it because that's his like urgency. Do you understand? Yes, like he's on it. He's on it. Like he reminds me of my I don't know if you guys are Italian or anything like that, but he reminds me of my friend's Nono who passed away, and he was on it. He was like, go write it down, go do this. You know what I mean? He just had energy until the day he passed away, like he just did. So let me see, is there also a Mary or Margaret? I'm still getting that M-A name, M-A. If it's not a guy, then I have a woman that's also coming through. Can you show me one more thing? Go back to the thing that you guys were going to say. Oh my God, yes? Okay. Oh my gosh, yes. Say the thing that you were going to say about that. The mommy in me, I'm trying to, oh, and his wife's name is Mary, Grandma Mary. Okay, that would just be his way of saying that. And he's so funny because he says, and I don't know if Grandma had someone had CPOD or a hard time breathing or asthma, but all of a sudden when we pull that in, I have that feeling. Okay, hold on one second. Who had the swing set actually in their backyard? It's like an old-fashioned, you don't see these anymore, probably because they used to tip over when kids would swing on them, but someone actually has like a swing, say it again, like a swing set in their backyard. So I don't know if you have one for the baby and you guys makeshift something and put it up, but I see a swing, unless your baby's in a swing right now. But I'm swinging. I'm swinging. Does that make sense to you when I say that? That's okay. I know I'm swinging. I just keep seeing that over and over again. I'm on this little swing set, going back and forth. It can be a hammock, but this feels like a swing. Unless, like I said, unless your baby's on a swing. We used to have, it was like a little plastic, what is it called? Airplane. And we hung it up outside so that we could sit and push our kids in it. So I'm seeing like a swing set. Just know they're bringing that up. So they'll show me past, present, and future things to try to let you know that they're around you. They're very much watching over you, okay? Let me see if there's anything else. And you're going to hear dogs snoring because at this time in my office, my eldest leaves for work and I am dog sitting. So we've got such good energy in here, you guys, that we have dogs snoring. So that's perfect. Why am I hearing mommy and a mommy and me group? Did you have a mommy and me group? But it's like you're starting one. Are you not starting a TikTok where you start to talk about mom supplies, where you're not trying to be a mom and baby influencer? Oh, you're about to do mommy swim lessons. Okay, mommy and me. Yes. That's why I thought about doing TikToks about moms. Yeah. So if you're like, oh, the market's already too much and that's not going to work, I don't know what I'm doing. Sweetheart, those are everybody's fears when they first start. What if it's not good enough? People think I'm crazy. I don't know how to do this. Like, listen to your own gut about what you want to do, but know that I'm seeing that. Okay? I think you'd be very good at it. And we all do that. Every time before I get on here, I'm like, what if I'm not going to be able to read somebody? What if it's not going to go well? But you just have to like try. I think maybe you might be the reason why I was hearing that song, and then Lindsay too. This feels like a double message. But do you guys know that song, The Middle? It's by Jimmy Eat World. It goes, just take some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. And there's this one part, it goes, don't write yourself off yet. Like, just do the best you can. You know what I mean? Don't be down on yourself and just do the best you can. It does us no good to be our own critics and go, that's only getting 2 likes. I'm not going to do that. Just keep up your videos. Just keep them up and keep going. And people just, at this point, just want real people. Do you know what I mean? They want real, genuine people. And you are, sweetheart. You are. I think a lot of people, your grandfather just told me this is so cute about you. He's saying that you're the nicest, he's like, Bree's the nicest person that you could ever meet, Julie. She will be your best friend. She will be the person that's very loyal and show up at your house at 3 o'clock in the morning to help you with car trouble. Like, she will show up. He's saying, so she's very nice. But he also just said this. He goes, if you double cross her family or her friends, he's saying, yes, he just said, you don't mess with the bull if you don't want the horns. He said, because you will see a different side to her and you don't want to see that side. He said she doesn't bring it out very often, but when she does, you better run. She goes, yes. But it's not so much for yourself, he says. It's more like for your friends. Do you know what I mean? It's more like if you get served the wrong thing, you're like, it's fine. I don't want to. She's a waitress. She's young. She's new here. She's putting herself through college. Like, you're very compassionate. But if it's somebody who just has a bad heart and is like after people, you will pounce. Do you know what I mean? So you need the mother bear shirt because you're like the mother bear to everybody in your community and in your circle. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is so cute. So cute. And I don't know if Rainbow, I know you said he's from Kansas, so usually my sign from them is like Rainbow, but I really am seeing like a multicolored, it's like the rainbow colors. I don't know why. I don't know if you just tie-dyed, if there's a multiple color outfit that you have for your child, or why I'm seeing that, but just know I'm seeing that. Rainbows are my favorite thing. Perfect. I'm so glad I said that because I was like, no, I already said somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah, that's his way of just saying he's waving to you and he's blowing a kiss. So I also don't know if he fed the birds a lot. I usually don't like using birds as a sign, but I am getting that. I feel like someone actually had like, I can't tell if these are hummingbirds, say it again, or if they were really big on feeding like the little birds with the bird houses, but I'm seeing that. So know that he's showing me that as a sign. Okay, I'm pulling back. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. Like I said, normally these are recorded, but just in case they have a glitch with their system and it doesn't work for any reason, please take notes or right after. And like I said, give me 48 hours. I'll post this over on my YouTube channel. But I do hope that this brought you some comfort today to let you know he's absolutely so happy that the baby is named after his middle name. And I don't know who would go like this. That's funny because there's like, I just went like this. But the only thing that I ever saw that with was, say it again, The Night Before Christmas, and Santa goes up and goes like that on his nose. I don't know why, but just know I felt like doing that. Doesn't make any sense to me, but I had to share that with you. Okay, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to grab some water and say hi to people. He used to do that too all the time because I felt like I needed to. Yeah, I was like, I don't know why I'm beeping a nose. Hi, Sunshine. I think your sister's here. Hello. How are you guys? You just got my book. Thank you. You're welcome, Brie. I'm really glad that this brought you some comfort today. Thank you, Carolina. And if you're not following Carolina Crystals, please do that. Meg, you can just get on the list right now. I have Venmo. It just shows right up here. Venmo, Julie at Rose. I was trying to get you on Venmo to find you. I'm planning on doing a Zoom with you and my family. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I saw that, sweetheart. I wasn't able to add you right now because I saw that you're requested to be my friend on Venmo. Yeah. If my Venmo is, if you double click here and pull it down, you'll be able to see you'll be able to see what? You'll be able to see my Venmo. But and I totally understand like wanting to be somebody's friend first on that. I would love to do that for you and your daughter. And did she just graduate or something? Congratulations. Oh, you love the book. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. And if you did end up buying the book, if you can do me a favor and do a review on it where that helps the algorithm. Excuse me. And if some of you are wondering what she's talking about, I know this is backwards on here, but I was guided to write this book, and it's called I Am Home. and it's on Amazon and Kindle. And it basically tells my story of a medium, and she tells about the other readings I've done. And I created it to help people have like comfort their hearts, to know that at the end of the day, when your family has crossed over, their spirit is very much still alive. And that's, you can, oh, perfect, Cassie. So Claudia, I saw yours, honey. And then I think I probably, Claudia, you're probably, yeah, Claudia is probably my last reading today. Yeah, I saw that, Claudia. Thank you. I'm just going to drink some water. It's amazing how hydrated you have to stay when you're a reader, you guys. And I love my caffeine. So I'm trying to pull back on the caffeine and drink more water. It's all about self-care. Danny, hi. I related to a lot what you said. My mom's name is the second to the last recording. Is that right? Yeah, so what happens is, because I used to do, and I'll get with you just in 1 second, Claudia. Thank you so much. What happens is, when I do readings for one person, and I used to do this in like a forum setting and just randomly give people readings, there was always double messages for people listening. It's like, my mom did that. My grandfather lived in Kansas. So it's also, if you can, people call them postcards on here, but I just say it's their way of waving, saying, I'm just sending my love to you and giving my 2 cents in and saying hello and that I love you. Do you know what I mean? So I love that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And before, oh, that's so, yeah, see? Spirit is wonderful. And where we think like, oh, it's just happening one at a time, they're like, we can, if you guys move out of the way and like surrender a little bit to us, we can get in there right away. Yeah, so fun. I just literally pictured them going, do you know, like people crack their knuckles. You had a Grandma Mary too. See, I love that, Maria. I don't have Cash App. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I don't. If you go to my website, I'll be able to figure out something for you, sweetheart. And I should be going live again on Friday. And Meg had a Grandma Mary Rose. So see where it says peace-serenity.com. Hit me up over there and I can work something out with you and let you know the next time I go live, okay? I pride myself in doing readings when I'm not depleted, and so I know I have enough energy to do Claudia's reading, but I will be on here again on Friday, and I usually go live around 3 or 3:30 Pacific Coast time. Okay, thank you. And please follow my moderators. They are volunteers. We're trying to get them up, and they are women-owned companies. So please support the moderators. Thank you so much. They do such a good job holding space for us and keeping things clear, okay? So Claudia, I'm all set for you, sweetheart. The way I like to do my readings is like, I like to see who you want to hear from today. Thanks, Kim. I don't need to know who they are, sweetheart, as far as their name. I just need to know who they were to you. Who they were to you. Oof. Your uncle. Okay, thank you. He was more like a dad to you. Okay, thank you. Was someone in a car accident? I just keep seeing it. My head hurts so bad when he comes through. So I don't know if it was a head injury or if he had a stroke or something. But as I'm pulling him, he was in a bad accident. Okay. Yeah. Because I hear like accident, car accident. So he was. Okay, thank you. Oh, this is one of the things where he's making me feel that this shook your faith because life has been challenging for you. And then here you had this one person that you leaned on and you're like, why would this happen? It's nonsensical. Do you know what I mean? And I'm so sorry that happened to you, except that I do know that he's coming forward making me feel like he's very much around you, just like he was here. So I don't know if there's a John or a Jim, but he's drawing a J for me. He's the only father figure to you. And he makes me feel like the only one who like helped you validate your feelings, helped you, showed up for you. Do you know what I mean? Is there a Jim or John? There's a J name that he's drawing. I may not have the name, like if it's Jorge or something. Yes, correct. That's making sense to you. Okay. And there's like an 11th. So I'm trying to see if he's bringing me to the month of November being someone's day of their birthday or day of passing, or if they passed away around on the 11th. But I'm getting the number 11. Does that make sense to you with him, yourself? And it can't even be like, well, that's not the person I wanted to hear from. They'll bring other people in, but I'm definitely getting November. I keep being drawn to November. Your daughter's birthday is in November. Do people say she's a mini-me of you? Hold on one second. I just can't even stop laughing when you bring your daughter's energy in, because it's like she's so will wear like, yes, all the time, because he just literally said she's the mini-me. You know, sometimes we are like, oh no, she's like her father. No, this is like you. He's all karma, but he laughs. Do you know what I mean? Say the thing. Yeah. She's so balanced with her yin and yang, isn't she? Like, she'll wear a dress with boots. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this, there's not going to be any, there's not any rules for her. She's her own person. She so doesn't care about rules that aren't good rules. Like, this is a candle, don't touch it, it's hot. She gets that. Do you understand? She's very empathetic. Were you like this too, where you just did not like rules that exploitation or rules that left somebody out because of a certain status? So in high school, I imagine you were just like, I am not hanging around these crabby popular girls if they don't let these other people in our group. Do you understand? Is this making sense to you when I say that? Did someone drink? Yes, that's how she is too. Yes, you too. Yeah. Did someone actually drink blue ribbon beer? Or is there something as a blue ribbon? I think that's beer, right? Blue ribbon. I just keep seeing that. I know I don't understand. I don't know if there's a Joseph, a John, a Jim, but I do have a J name coming through. Okay, your brothers. Okay, thanks, Lauren. You might get muted, but thank you for saying that. PBR is a beer past blue ribbon. Okay, both of your brothers. It would be your family's way of, your uncle's way of saying that he's aware of that. He's showing me that too. Did someone actually, I have your uncle, I know that for sure. Did someone also lose a son? Or did your uncle have a son? So I keep seeing a man hold a little boy's hand, and I'm trying to understand what your uncle is trying to tell me. Your uncle's also saying of all the ways to pass away. Okay, that's okay. Just put it to the side. I just keep seeing a man. Oh, hold on. Is your uncle's dad passed away? Has he also passed away? Your uncle's dad. That would be, excuse me, I start to get airheaded when I do readings because I'm just channeling. Yes, okay, because he's holding his hand. Do you know what I mean? It's so funny because is somebody's name Eddie or something? Because that's like from Eddie and Son, where it's like, it's an old show, but I kept hearing that, and it was like, there was a song on that show. It was like, let me tell you about my best friend. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. But it's called Eddie and Son. You were dating Eddie. Oh my gosh. Okay, double messages. I was like, why are you guys showing me that? Not anymore though, right? Not anymore. You need somebody who's ambitious. Do you know what I mean? You need someone who's ambitious. Do you understand what they're saying? Yeah. Okay, so as your uncle shows me how when he crossed over, I have to tell you, it was so hard for him to leave. So I feel like he gave this a good fight, but he makes me feel like my organs are shutting down. Like there's nothing, they can't fix this if he's still not the one. Yes. I'm sure if he's, oh, you're not sure if he's still not the one or not. I've asked my uncle for answers, which is why he's bringing up Eddie. If a guy's ever making you wait, do you know what I mean? Or sometimes people who are really intuitive, you feel very intuitive to me, fall in love with someone's potential. I don't know if Eddie's going to reach that potential that you're seeing the potential with him. Does that make sense? I keep hearing let go or be dragged. So if he has anything like where he's like, oh, he smokes a little pot or he drinks at 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings, it's like, let go or be dragged. Like there's good potential there, but he just kept saying, you need somebody ambitious. You need somebody ambitious. Does that make sense to you when he says that? Yes, communication stinks. You shouldn't have to like play charades with somebody. Like, are you mad? Are you happy? You have a child now. You're like, I don't need 2 kids. Yeah, not going to work. And it might be challenging for you because you're very mature for your age. He's saying you always have been. And so it might be like you're trying to find someone who's like young, like your age, but more mature, and it's hard to find. I agree. That's why I stopped communicating. Yeah. That's where I hear like let go or be dragged. It's too much. Do you know what I mean? But you're close to it. It's like there's something about him where you're close to that. Hold on one second. He wants to say something. Whenever I get fuzzy, I know they're trying to communicate something to me. Okay, when your uncle passed away, he's making me feel like there was nothing. Oh, was your uncle funny? Because he's like, I was like Humpty Dumpty fell on the wall. Like they couldn't put me back together again. So there was like, his body was, it makes me feel like, say it again. Yeah, Rosemary, when I'm done with this, I'll jump on there and talk to you, sweetheart. Yes, he was crushed and could not be saved. That's how he makes me feel. So they just couldn't. When he crossed over, yeah, he's really funny. Because to say, I was like, that's a pretty tragic way to pass away. And he's like, Humpty Dumpty fell on the wall. He said, that's just like me. They couldn't put the pieces back together again. But when he crossed over and looked at his life, he's saying that it was hard. It was hardest for him to leave knowing that you wouldn't have somebody. Do you understand what he's saying? Do you guys have a Patrick? Pat or Patrick? It can be Patty, but it feels like a guy. If it's not Patrick, then I have a nephew who's passed, named Patrick, and whenever they show me Patrick, it's either somebody's name that you're around, or that Patrick passed like in his 30s. He didn't even make it till 40. So it's either that or they're trying to show me that as well. That's okay. Then they're just trying to show me it's similar like with what we had with Patrick. Okay? And your uncle didn't make it until 40. Yeah, that's it. That's why. Thank you. Because it's either Patrick or it's like my nephew and he didn't make it until he was 40. Yeah. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. Because this is one of the things where it's like they're saying that you're trying to have faith. You're trying to do the right thing when the wrong things occur. You're such, yes, he died young in his 30s. That's why they were showing me that. Thank you, sweetheart. Say it again. And to have this happen when you were praying that he would be okay and stay, and then he wasn't, shook you. Please know that sometimes nonsensical things happen. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And it does shake our faith. But he is alive in spirit. He's stronger again. He's like your Superman, he says. And he says that you are a warrior. You are a warrior of truth. You don't like it when people lie. You don't like it when people are exploited. So I can't imagine that you like watching the Kardashians or something like that. you're for the underdog. You think of him all the time. Can you ask the family if he wore Obsession from Calvin Klein? Yep, she said that's me, because I smell that. So I don't know if you still smell his cologne. If it's not Obsession by Calvin Klein, it's very close to it. It's like I can smell him. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can literally smell him. And we have dogs snoring. So but that's just all part of the reading. Thanks, Jen. It's very faint. It's like a men's cologne, and all of a sudden you're like, who was that? Yeah. And is there a Rick or Robert? Because he's drawing an R now also. Either here or crossed over. Can be like they show themselves. Can be they're showing somebody who's around you. But he's also saying, with this guy, Eddie, don't settle. You don't want to have to babysit someone in a relationship. And he's like, at this point, you're not in the 7th grade anymore. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't need to have a note like, do you like me? Yes or no. Like, nobody should keep you waiting. They should really, you're a hopeless romantic. Your uncle just said, you're a hopeless romantic. So nobody should be keeping you waiting, okay? Yeah, you're not going to settle. Good. Let me pull back and see if there's anything else that he's trying to... Yes, you love hard. That's what he just called you, a hopeless romantic. Yeah, I don't know if you're a Scorpio, but it's like, that's the feeling where you're like tough, but you're just like, you love hard. And I rarely am into signs like that, but it just reminds me of people who are born in October or Scorpios. They're just so, they're so like that. So let me pull back and see anything else. Okay. Whew. So he's kind of pulling back. I just want to make sure that you're feeling content with everything. And I don't know if you go like this, or if you're getting a heart tattoo for him, or why I see this at the end of your reading, but I do. So whenever they do that, it's like someone actually does this, like in all their pictures, not just a couple times, but does this all the time. Someone's thinking about getting a tattoo of them, or you have like a necklace locket. It's like heart. They show me like that, okay? Please know that he's very much around you. This is your love for him and his love for you, where I'm able to channel. Once I'm removed from this situation, he's still very much around you. And you can literally say, I miss you. I need a sign from you. And then hold tightly to the request of a sign. Hold loosely to how that sign unfolds. Okay? Your little girl does that. Yeah. Because he's doing that too. So he's like, I picked up on it now. Where I feel like we weren't doing that when he passed away. That wasn't like a thing. She's 5. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. She's beautiful, by the way. Good job, Mama. And he's telling me that you're doing it all by yourself. That it's me, myself, and I. So he's just telling, take life seriously, but not so seriously. Yeah, that's perfect. You're welcome. I am, yeah. You're a super woman. Superwoman, and he's your Superman. Do you know what I mean? It's like Robin and Batman, Wonder Woman and Superman. Like, you're in this together. I don't know if he was like all into the Marvels or why he's telling me that, but he's got your back, honey. He's got your back. Thank you. And Jan, I saw that you paid, sweetheart. My energy's getting a little bit sleepy. I pride myself on not doing readings when I'm tired. So it's all right with you. I will reach out through your Venmo and let you know when I'm going live again. I asked him to have my back when I'm at work. Yes. When you're so open and you're doing the right thing, sometimes people, like, I always tell people, happy people don't bully. Do you know what I mean? So if someone's ever being passive aggressive or putting you down, it's like, it's not your fault that you feel confident in who you are and that you love working with people and that you're doing a good job. Do you know what I mean? If someone's not feeling good about themselves, that's not on you. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, I don't know why, but I have to say, he's like, show her the roses. I don't know if you just put roses out for him, or if somebody's name is Rose or why I see this, but he's like, show her the roses. I'm like, okay, he's giving you roses. That's a symbol in some way from him to you, okay? Yeah. No, you don't like people treated unfairly. And like who does? But you'll say something about it. It's like your life purpose to help people be empowered. So you have a heightened awareness of when people are treated unfair. Other people will be like, it's like so funny. I just have to share this. Oh, you work in law enforcement. That makes sense. Yeah. Thank you for all you do. I don't know if you realize how intuitive you are, but if you ever wanted to go into being like a forensic detective, you would be really good at it. I think you're more intuitive than you're giving yourself credit for. And I used to do that too. I used to say, oh, this is just common sense. Yeah, you can read people very easily. That's why I'm asking, are you not a Scorpio? What is your sign, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? And just a quick note, if anybody's following you, telling you that they're me right now, messaging you, oh, Aquarius, and we're in the era of Aquarius too, right? Yeah, this is the decade for Aquarius rising. Wow. Go. Thanks, Jen. I pride myself in not doing readings when I'm sleepy, and you deserve the best of my service. So I'll reach out to you on Venmo to let you know when I'm going live again. But thank you all for being here. Some of the best police are Aquarius. I love that. Yes. Sorry for interrupting earlier. Total. No. Oh, it's okay. Lauren, please know that your advice or your help is welcome. And it's mostly me. Some people can have people chat all the time. It's just I'll absorb your energy. It's almost like my gift has ADD, and I'll start reading you, even if you say, that's a good song, or I like that song too, or good reading. While I'm doing the reading, I'll absorb the energy. It's like, do you know how they say ADD and you go squirrel? You know what I mean? Like I'll just do that. So it's not on you, sweetheart. It's just, it's my energy not being able to just hone in on one person. So you're great. We really appreciate you. Oh, thank you. You love listening to the reading. Thank you. Oh, and you try not to like either. Yeah, because I'll see it. Oh, thanks, Cassie. You guys are so helpful. Hi, Elena. Welcome. If you're not following Elena, I know I do this. If you guys have a business and you want me to tell, well, everybody follow each other. Do you know what I mean? Let's have a little following train. Julie, do you know when you will be on next? Friday around 3:30 Pacific Coast time, I will be on again. 3 or 3:30 Pacific Coast time Friday. What is the date Friday? The 2nd? Is that the 2nd? Yeah, June 2nd. And I do private readings if you guys want that as well. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, the 2nd. Thank you. To go, you can go to my bio through the link tree, or you can just go to peace-serenity.com. I do have enough energy to do a couple quick cards for anybody on here. Just want to thank you guys for being here. And just a friendly reminder, this is my only account. I say that over and over again, and then someone's like, did you message me from another account? This is my only account. I have around 45K followers. That's how to know. Go look at the followers. There is unfortunately an account that says Julie's Talks to Angels. That's not me. Please report them and block them. When they reach out to you, that's the best I can tell you what to do. I make constant videos of that, and to keep you guys safe. I will never message you and say, my beloved, I have a message for you. Please send me. I know there's so many. It's 444 Pacific Coast time, which is the numerical angel number that you have thousands of angels with you on your life purpose. Okay. Whew, so stay safe out there, you guys. Okay, really quick, all you have to do is put a heart. Oh, great seeing you too, Cassie. Thank you for always being here. You're so wonderful. Yeah, we had 333, 555, and now 444. Thanks, Rosemary. So, Rose, let's see. Oh, I can be in several places at one time. So sometimes we're like, we don't want to call in somebody because maybe they're helping my dad, but they're helping all of you at one time. Jen, I will always point you in the right direction. And this also means like listen to your intuition and those repetitive thoughts. If it's a good repetitive thought, then that's your guidance and not fear trying to tell you to go in that direction. Danny, I wish I would have told you more often that I love you. And this also means right now, bring more love around yourself, where maybe you were brought up in an environment where people just didn't know how to do that. Lauren, we are soulmates. And this also makes me feel like you're on a path of loving yourself more. If you ever want a soulmate, up your energy for yourself, and that's how you find a soulmate. I need a message today. Elena, life is a series of choices. Choose love. Like, don't be hard on yourself. If you're doing the best you can, surrender it. Try again the next day, but always keep moving forward. And for some reason, I keep hearing this. Say it again. The universe rewards courageousness. So try not to overthink your plans for everything. There's a certain part where you just have to just go. Do you know what I mean? Amanda, I see all of your thoughts. And this also makes me feel like if you ever considered writing, that you'd be very good at it. Kim, I'm standing right next to you and I feel like this, do you have a dad that's crossed over? Because I feel like it's your dad. He's got your back. Got your back. You're welcome. Thank you guys all for being here with it. Yes, okay, he's got your back. So in the next 48 hours, I will download this and put this over on YouTube. I've been hearing from him a lot lately. I love it. I love it. I love that. Thank you guys for being here. Stay safe out there. Just know this is my only account. I'll never reach out to you via message or anything like that. And what else do I want to say? My job is to help validate that your loved ones are still alive in spirit by giving you messages that they're providing. Once I'm done with my job as a channel, this is their love for you and your love for them that I'm channeling. And once I'm removed from the situation, that love is always around you. So it's fun to get readings from a medium, but you don't need a medium to talk to your family. You can literally just say, I need a sign. I miss you. I need a sign. Show me a sign. And if you have to ask, I wonder if that was a sign, then that's a sign. Okay? Thank you guys so much for being here. God and angels and families and ancestors, really bump it up for these people. They're working so hard. Please reward them financially and with health and with love and joy and protection now and forever. Thank you guys. See you soon. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming. Whoops. It's not